Oh man.
Let's go.
What's happening, everybody? If this is your first time tuning in, it's Beyond the Game. It's your boy Q Walker. I got my stunner shades on today because I'm in mourning right now for my Lakers. My fact. Hold on. Let me rephrase that. For me and Daniel's Lakers, they took this they took this L over the past week. So I really don't even want to do this show today. So I'm just here. I'm just here so I don't get fined. But I'm gonna let the fellas introduce themselves. Ralph, go ahead, man, and introduce yourself, man.
What's up, world? What it do, man? I'm just happy to be here, man. It's been a good weekend. I don't know about you, but it's been a good weekend.
It's been a good weekend, but I got my other boy down there, Hot Dog, man. Go introduce yourself, aka the Hood Love Me, baby. Go on, man.
BTG, Nation, I'm so glad to be here today.
Man.
Q, you need to take them sunglasses off, throw them in the trash like the Lakers season. What you need to do, and face the music like the rest of them. That's what you need to do. All you LeBron fans, I can't wait for y'all to watch this show today, man.
Hey, Hot Dog, Q at music. Q at Justin Timberlake, Cry Me a River.
Cry Me a River. Oh, why? Because I'm white. I like Justin Timberlake.
No.
Oh, okay.
It had nothing to do with it, bro.
I love you, Ralph. You're my guy.
And then we got my guy Daniel, Playoff P down below. Go and introduce yourself, Daniel, man. Go and say what y'all gotta say. Get this shit over with.
Hey man, you know it's been a long 2 weeks off, so I'm glad I get to talk my shit. You know it's been a good 5 days too. You know, like it's all.
What's up, Andrew?
I'm torn.
I am not getting that guy.
But you know, I'm not a LeBron fan, so it was like bittersweet.
Speaking of LeBron James, man, let's get on into it. First topic of the day.
This guy sound like he's about to give a eulogy. What is wrong with this guy, man?
Exactly. Come on, man.
Man, so let's get into the first topic of the day. The Hollywood meltdown. The Los Angeles Lakers got put out of the first round playoffs 4-2 by the Phoenix Suns, winning game 6, 113-100. But behind Devin Booker's great game, Chris Paul chipped in a little bit, DeAndre Ayton, Cameron Payne, Mikal Bridges, Cameron Johnson, the list goes on and on. Overall team effort from the Phoenix Suns. The Lakers went down. I'm going to go ahead and go first on this as we talk about what's next for the Lakers. But before we do that, let's recap and talk about the Lakers-Suns series. For me, of course, AD being injured, obviously, changes the whole dynamic and complex of the whole series. But LeBron still, you know what? I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm gonna keep it all the way 100.
Please do.
LeBron James, you got to do better than this, my guy.
Absolutely.
You got to do better than this. You know what I'm saying? Especially game 6 where before I continue, do y'all remember the show where I think AD had just came back against the Phoenix Suns and he was shouting, "I'm back" and all this, and I said, man, I'm that tired of them, saying what they gonna do. Well, this is exactly why I'm sick and tired of them saying, LeBron, the storm is coming, and I got these shoulders because it's a heavy load. And, like this is why I'm telling, I'm calling LeBron and I'm telling, bro, chill out with all that. Just go play ball and do what you do. Man.
Now do you see why we don't like LeBron? This foolishness. How do you see? I'll let you talk, Q.
Thank you. But yeah, man, the whole body language and game 6, like I'm sitting here watching the game and I'm seeing LeBron with these passes and I'm like, bro, do you not even care? Like you just out there just doing whatever, throwing the ball.
He don't care.
I'm like, man, what's going on? Like you the star, so obviously the role players are gonna feed off of your energy that you give out throughout the game. So if they see you giving all that effort and they just come up short because Phoenix is a better team, then it is what it is. For instance, Luka, he's out there balling, but he just ain't got enough. So
he ain't got no help.
But the thing is, Hot Dog, nobody's blaming Luka, right? Because they said what he's doing, so nobody
gave everything. What can you say?
Same thing with Dame. Dame was giving buckets. Nobody's blaming Dame. That's the thing with LeBron in this series. If LeBron was giving that sort of effort, I don't think nobody would blame LeBron. They'd be like, look, you didn't have AD, you didn't have your full weapons, you went out with the gun blazing. But
it's
LeBron,
like he done gave up going into games.
LeBron was on Space Jam 2 mode. I don't know what Buddy was doing. I'm so disappointed in LeBron James and how he played this series.
Man, I'm so proud of you, Q. I'm so proud of you.
Even without AD, I'm not saying that they would have won, but LeBron James could have gave a better winning effort to put them in a position to
leaving the bench with 5 to go in games 5.
Go ahead.
That wasn't a good look, man.
What's that, dog?
Him leaving the bench in Game 5 with 5 minutes to go.
Well, even that, like, I get it, and the whole treat. This is the treatment. Like, I'm not studying none of that because, bro, you got to take. Like, damn, you've been on the court sometimes where your team might just be getting busted. You just got to sit out there and take that L, bro.
You got to take that butt whooping, right?
Like you just
at
it is
point,
what it is.
At that point, I'm just like, let me get my 25. You can't blame me.
But the thing is, he said he went early for treatment. Okay, so you leave the game 5 minutes early for treatment. What is that 5 minutes gonna do for your ankle?
Absolutely nothing.
Back to the locker room.
He got all night to get treatment on that ankle.
You know what I'm saying? Like you leaving 5 to 6 minutes earlier is not gonna help your ankle heal 5 to 6 like that much quicker, bro. Like just stay on that to the bench.
I've been saying for years that he's the biggest diva in NBA history, and he proved it again.
But anyways, Ralph, man, what was your thoughts before we get to what's next for the Lakers? What's your thoughts on the whole Phoenix and Lakers series?
To be honest with you, I feel like it was a good series until AD went out. I think a lot of people, once AD went out, the Suns knew that they had to capitalize, and that's what they did. I mean, with AD still there, would the Suns still have won? I had my money with the Suns. I don't know if they would have got the job done. So we have to put that out there that AD was hurt.
Yeah.
AD might be the best player on that team. I know LeBron's ready to hand over that torch and allow AD to be the best player on that team and to carry that team. But just to piggyback off what you said about LeBron, I'm going to tell you what my GOAT wouldn't have done, but we'll leave it at that. LeBron did not put forth his 100% effort. He didn't leave it all on the court, and that's what a lot of people are having a hard time with at this right now. And it's just like, even if the Lakers did go out, if you gave 100%, like y'all said, like Luka did, like Dame did, there's nothing you can say. They understand that you're a one-man show out there. No disrespect to the other players out there on the Lakers roster, but you have AD, you have LeBron, and you have everybody else. So the performance that LeBron put out there was disappointed, kind of unexpected for me, because LeBron really isn't that type of player. He does usually leave it all out there on the court, so I was kind of disappointed in that. But give all credit to the Suns. The Suns deserved it. They played well. Devin Booker, BBN, stand up. You played great in one of the biggest games. You play like a star should play. So give credit to the Suns. LeBron should have did better, but AD being out was a major thing that kind of allowed the Suns to win that series. So we'll see what happens next round.
Like Ike said, the Lakers got booked. Man, nobody's studying Devin Booker right now. But anyways, Hot Dog, what was your thoughts on the whole Phoenix and Lakers series?
If AD don't get hurt, the Lakers are going to the next round. It's plain. It's as plain as that. They're getting ready for the Nuggets. I'm not a LeBron fan. I think he's a diva. I mean, he got other dudes fighting other players on the court for his flop on Chris Paul. Like, come on, man. Jeez. He got other men fighting while he over laying down, face first into the court. He got other dudes fighting over here. This is ridiculous. He's just a diva. And I'm glad they out. I'm more than ecstatic that they're out. I'm very glad that they're out. Congratulations to the Clippers. I'll be in the only LA team still in the playoffs and keeping the Staples Center money rolling in. Congratulations to them. But yeah, like I said, if AD didn't get hurt, the Suns are out of the playoffs. After that game 1, I think that was the best game the Suns played in the whole series. And they won by 9. DeAndre Ayton had the game of his life. Game 2, AD 8. Game 3, AD 8. And then game 4, I believe, is when he got hurt. Yeah, game 4 is when they got hurt in Staples Center. Yeah, he's soft. I don't know who that is, but yeah, he's soft.
That's Diamond the Shade. For everybody, before I let Daniel go real quick, for everybody watching, if you want your comments to appear with your picture, if you watch from the Facebook group, make sure you click on that StreamYard link right there, and your picture will pop up so we can know, who's commenting. But Daniel, as a fellow Laker fan,
you done me roasting the Lakers.
Yeah, he's done.
Yeah, he cut me off. It's okay. I know he had him on. It's okay.
There we go. So that's what I'm going to do. We're not doing this today. But Daniel, man, what was your thoughts on the Lakers Phoenix Suns series before we get on to the next topic?
I mean, I'm gonna go ahead and keep it G from the top of my segment. I I think we got cheated because Chris Paul got hurt game 1. He couldn't even dribble a basketball. He looked like a 5-year-old out there. Then, of course, AD got hurt in game 4. So I'm not going to give the Lakers the excuse that they would have won because I could always say if Chris Paul was 100%, they would have won. So I just feel like we got cheated. I mean, 2 key players got hurt. Chris Paul really, Chris Paul was a 17-point per game player, and he averaged, 9 or 10 assists, something like that. He didn't get to play up to his regular level pretty much the whole series, like 1 game. What it go? 6 games, he played good 1. So, I mean, injury is a part of the game. I don't really like to give excuses about it. I mean, if LeBron got hurt, of course, everybody's going to talk about that, but LeBron was still on the court. LeBron versus Devin Booker is basically what people will look at it as. And if LeBron is the greatest player, still the greatest in the league, he would outplay Devin Booker, but he didn't. Devin Booker, like I said, if that clock didn't stop, Devin Booker would still be scoring in game 6.
Absolutely.
So,
Absolutely.
man, they just
no answer
just
for
got
Devin
beat,
Booker.
bro.
And Frank Vogel, you got to come get some of this too, because for whatever reason somebody lied to you and told you Alex Caruso could check Devin Booker. I don't know who. I don't know what scouting report y'all was looking at. I don't know
who else do you put on him though?
Somebody lied to you on that bench, bro, and told you that he could check Devin Booker.
Who do you put on Devin Booker though?
I would have put Schroeder on him, but they need to score. I get it, but.
Yeah, like KCP, obviously he wasn't there because he had the knee injury. So
I think if anybody they should have put Matthews on him. Try to put Matthews on him.
Matthews ain't got it no more, bro.
He's not the defensive player like he was back in the day.
I think anything would have been better than what Caruso was producing on defense.
Andrew said Alex Caruso is a dog.
Hey, can we get Andrew off this show? He a Nets fan and a Phillies fan.
Yeah, he is a dog, and just like a dog, Devin Booker walked his ass. But
Facts.
What's my guy's name that does the basketball videos, Ralph?
Which one?
Damn, I can't think of his name. The dark skinny guy that does all the basketball.
Famous 32 or
I'm sorry. Love said at the beginning of his little Lakers thing. First of all, Wesley. No, he said first of all, Wes, talk about Wesley Matthews. First of all, I hate you. Let me just get that out the way. Because that dude is trash. He is trash.
Like I said, I don't want to call him trash, but Wesley Matthews is not that same player that we once knew.
See, that's the thing though, is that somebody posted in the Beyond the Game group. Why did the Lakers pretty much reconstruct their whole team to the one they have now? Where last year you could have possibly had the bodies to throw at Devin. Not to say you would shut him down, but you would have had the bodies to throw at Devin Booker.
But I thought this team was better than last year's team. Well, going into the season, I thought they were better.
On paper. On paper.
I don't know if you wanted to throw Danny Green at him. You see what happened to Danny Green?
Hold up. I got to add, you talk about Frank Vogel, Q. Why in the world did Montrezl Harrell not get more minutes?
I don't know.
Andre Drummond didn't play game 6, did he?
No.
He wouldn't have been able to guard nobody. Outside
I don't like Andre Drummond either. I've seen enough Andre Drummond for a lifetime in Detroit. But what I'm saying is, it's like I don't know what Frank Vogel was doing, but it is what it is. They out. We glad. Next.
Frank Vogel was trying to lose his job this series. But anyway, so what's next for the Lakers? The Lakers have LeBron, AD, KCP, Kyle Kuzma, Mark Gasol, and Montrezl Harrell has a player option for next year. Andre Drummond, Dennis Schroeder, Alex Caruso, Wesley Matthews, and Markieff Morris will all be gone.
So the whole team's got a contract issue.
Pretty much, and they're already over the cap, even with those players leaving. So, Daniel, man, what's next for the Lakers?
Man, I don't know. LeBron picks these rosters. I mean, you know how I feel about that. For the last 3 years, I ain't like none of these rosters. I mean, there was guys like Steph Curry out there. There was guys like who's my other guy that was out there? Steph Curry.
I like what Ike said.
JJ Redick. I mean, they don't get guys like that. I know JJ Redick was a little expensive for his age, but I just don't know outside of Montrezl Harrell and Schroeder. I don't know anybody else on the roster that anybody is willing to take for a trade bait. So, I mean, you're just going to have to see what's available in free agency and try to rebuild. I mean, you still got LeBron. You still got Anthony Street Clothes Davis, but that's all you got. You just got to build around that. Maybe you got to do loads of management for AD. He's only can play 48 out of 82 games and have him for playoffs. I don't know.
Almost means he can't really play in the regular season.
Yeah.
AD has got to. Man, look, the Lakers. I don't know, man. They up a creek without a paddle right now, bro. It's going to take a whole lot of players in free agency taking some vet minimums and things of that nature for them to construct this roster to even compete next season. Right, because they traded, like I said, they traded away, Danny Green and JaVale McGee to make room for Dennis Schroeder and Mark Gasol. We see how that ended up. Kyle Kuzma, bro, he got to go. KCP, you got to go to, bro.
Should have been gone.
Caruso, fact, you got to go.
If your name ain't James or Davis, bro, you gone. Like
everybody,
pretty much, man, because there's no way that they can, man. This roster's horrible. I'll admit. I had high hopes coming into the season. I thought it was going to be more of a pace and space type of offense with Mark Gasol being the big man, can pull the big man away from the bucket, things of that nature. But
he's too old now. He's too old.
He's too old. He's too slow. He's too slow.
He can't move, man.
Like, buddy,
he only does one thing: move to the 3-point line. Apparently, that's all he want to do now.
Like, my guy was out there like he had cement blocks around his ankles. Like, bro, what are
he
you doing
cannot
out here?
move.
No,
I used to call my homeboy ankle weights. That's what he reminded me of, bro.
Ankle weights. That's a good one, Ralph.
He
I like it.
He looked like the last year of Dirk Nowitzki's career. That's what he looked like.
Oh, don't be disrespectful.
At least Dirk can shoot, man.
At least Dirk can shoot. Gasol,
yeah, can shoot too.
Gasol needs to retire.
No.
Ralph, man, what's next for the Lakers?
Blow it up. Blow it up. Now, honestly, I mean, y'all kind of said it. Like, what are the Lakers really? What are their options? You know what I'm saying? As far as money, they really don't have options. I mean, you have Davis, you have LeBron James, your two key players. One, injury prone. The second one, LeBron James, is about to be 37 years old, and he did not look like a young man playing in this playoffs. So he's only getting older. You want to still continue to build around him, but you're going to need something more than just a Caldwell Pope or a Kuzma. You need somebody who can actually go out there and put up points and give you buckets, man. So honestly, I don't know where the Lakers go from here at this point, but they need a miracle. If they want if they want another championship, they need a miracle. And I feel like LeBron came to LA and did what he was supposed to do, bring LA one championship, and that's all LeBron will be bringing y'all, man. I don't think at this point in LeBron's career he can carry a team. So I really don't know what the Lakers will do at this point, man. You can't put your money in AD's basket because at some point he will be injured. So I don't really know what they'll do, man.
Question for y'all there.
He said, Andrew said, you got a chip in that window's closed, blow it up, man.
Yep, I like it. There you go. Blow it up. Blow the whole team up. Blow the whole franchise up. Nobody likes it.
Like I said, they got to sign Jesus.
Absolutely.
Man, I just want to make one thing clear. I'm keeping track of everybody's comments because once we get Dame Lillard in the offseason, I don't want to hear none of this. But go ahead and go.
But that's the miracle that we're talking about. Y'all need a Dame Lillard. That's the only thing that we're saying.
Such jargon in my life. Who are you going to trade to get Dame Lillard?
Don't worry about that. We're working on that right now.
Nobody wants none of them bums on the Lakers.
Don't worry about that. We got this figured out.
The only trade bait the Lakers have right now is Talon Horton-Tucker. That's the only dude on that team, besides the big two, that I would take off his team. That is it. I wouldn't take none of them other bums right now. And I'm a Pistons fan. That says a lot.
Don't worry about that. We got this thing wrapped up.
Y'all have nothing wrapped up. Y'all terrible. Y'all are terrible. Y'all got Anthony, always in street clothes Davis. Thank you, Charles Barkley, for the greatest nickname of any player I've ever seen. And then, it's like, I'm not blaming LeBron, man. The guy is old. He's almost 37.
Absolutely, bro.
Come on, man. Like, he can't keep doing this. But
that's what he say. Listen to him begging for Dame, man. You damn right, we begging for Dame. Matter of fact, we got to start that campaign and slogan right now, begging for Dame. But go ahead, hot dog.
Oh no, I'm good, man. I like that. Please hashtag begging for Dame. I like that.
Begging for Dame.
Can we make it to a BTG T-shirt? I'd wear that. I like it.
And that's partly when the Lakers were out going through the whole searching for a point guard. when they settled for Dennis Schroeder, I'm like, oh my god.
I don't really consider that a settlement because I like Dennis Schroeder. Coming into the season, he's been successful in Atlanta. He's been successful in Oklahoma City.
He's all right, but you're trying to win a championship in LA. It's not just about winning the regular season. It's not about winning a playoff series. It's about winning a championship. Dennis Schroeder is not that guy, man.
Y'all want to know what I thought the funniest thing was the game before the playoffs started, the play-in game. They had the Lakers' big three on TV. LeBron, AD, and Dennis Schroeder. When did Dennis Schroeder become part of a big three in LA?
Because he's connected to LeBron. That's the only reason.
That's
the only reason.
That's it.
Oh my! I was like, a big three? Huh?
Yeah.
Stop it.
Hey, Lakers Nation. AD signed a 5-year contract. Enjoy.
Hey, don't worry about that. We doing yoga classes.
Hey, bro.
We doing Pilates.
Hey,
don't worry about that.
AD, I don't know if you'll hear me. Go see a doctor.
Don't worry
Go
about
see a doctor.
Hey, look. Before we move on to the next topic, AD's going to see the same doctor as Magic Johnson got. If he can help Magic Johnson out all these years, he can get Anthony Davis together. So we ain't worried about it.
Dang, Q.
Worried about it.
I can't believe he went there. That's terrible.
Yeah, hey, if he can get Magic Johnson together, we can get AD together.
That's a totally different doctor, Q.
Hey, don't worry about that.
Man, you worry about it.
He's a healer of all things. But anyways, man, the semifinals is going on this week, and nobody's gonna watch it because the Lakers aren't in it. So
we are all gonna watch it because the Lakers are not in it.
So
we are so
nobody
glad
really cares. The ratings are gonna plummet because the Lakers are not playing. So anyways, let's start off with the Eastern Conference where you've already had the first games. You had the 76ers and the Hawks. Ralph was a big New York Knicks fan. I don't know what happened with that.
They got beat.
Who y'all got winning this Hawks Sixers series? Ralph, go ahead.
I'm gonna end it. Oh, go ahead.
Daniel, nobody want to hear from you about the Hawks.
I honestly,
nobody want to hear about that.
I'm going to pick the Hawks just because of Trae Young, simply because of Trae Young. I just like the attitude that Trae Young is playing with. The confidence that he's playing with right now is out of this world, man. I didn't realize that Trae was that type of guy. Maybe I haven't been watching him enough this year, but Lord, the way he played against the Knicks and the way that he came out firing in Game 1 against the Sixers, I'm just like, who is this guy? You know what I'm saying? He's acting like he's
the same guy we was trying to tell you about last week when y'all kept saying,
who
on the Hawks? Who the Hawks got? We was trying to tell you.
Hey, Ice Trae, man, he got a new fan, but
you're Ice Trae fan. Okay, bro.
I'm not. I mean, I gotta like what I like, bro. I mean, I don't know what you want me to say. I wasn't the biggest fan, but I mean, he's gaining a new fan by the way he's playing. But I'm picking the Hawks in this series. My biggest issue with the Sixers and will always be with the Sixers is Ben Simmons. What do you do with Ben Simmons? They're putting too much faith in Big Simmons. I know he's a big body. I know he's an athlete. He can't shoot. He can defend. But what is he giving you out there on the court? And I feel like that's going to be the biggest issue for the Sixers in this series is the fact that Simmons can't really give you anything offensively. So I'm going to go with the Hawks in 6. Especially by the way they played in Game 1, and there you have it. I've never had much faith in the Sixers, so
to me, I've said this plenty of times on the show. I think Ben Simmons is the most overrated player in the NBA. Bro. He gets so much hype for stuff that I don't understand. Like normal point guards do what he does, but it's a simple fact. People are just so enamored. Oh, he's 6'10", and look what it's like. Okay. Rondo does the same damn thing he does.
Absolutely.
So what's the damn difference? What's the difference between Rondo and Ben Simmons?
Absolutely.
Got 7 inches. That's about it, if that much.
I'd rather have Rondo.
I would much rather have Rondo too, because at least Rondo can make a bucket every now and then, a 3-point shot.
Yeah.
So at least he'll attempt a 3-point shot every now and then.
Yeah.
But for me, I'm gonna go ahead. I know Trae Young is killing right now. Actually, he's coming up with this new guard of the new generation of players where we see Trae, Luka, John Morant, Devin Booker, Donovan Mitchell. So it's almost like the changing of the guard right now in the NBA with the young guns coming up. But I'm going to go with the 76ers in this. I think Doc will out-coach Nate McMillan. I think he'll make some great adjustments moving forward. I think the Hawks caught the 76ers by surprise. They jumped out to their big lead. And then in the fourth quarter, when they put a little pressure on the Hawks with their full court press, the Hawks act like they didn't know. They ain't never ran a press break a day in their life, and they just crumbled and damn near almost gave the game away.
True.
So I'm going to go ahead and go with the 76ers in this matchup. I'm going to get them, 4-2 in this. What about you, dog?
Man, first of all, I want to say shout out to the Hawks for having the nicest jerseys in the playoffs. Those jerseys are nice.
Mm-hmm.
The Martin Luther King jerseys and the one they had on yesterday are two of my favorite jerseys in the league.
For sure.
Man, I want to apologize to the Hawks Nation for picking the Knicks. Julius Randle, you are a bum. I hate you.
Stop it.
I would never have faith in you again.
He did not play well, but he's not a bum. He didn't play well. He's not a bum.
I hate you, Julius Randle.
Stop it, bro.
I think he played excellent. I think he played exactly how I knew he would play. But go ahead, hot dog.
But man, Doc Rivers, if you listening to me, you only need to run one play. Give the ball to Joel Embiid because there is nobody on that team that can check him. Nobody. So if every possession ran, if the ball don't hit Joel Embiid's hands at least once, you either need to get the guy off the court running the ball that possession, or you need to fire yourself, Doc Rivers, because Joel Embiid was eating yesterday.
He was, for sure.
Eating yesterday.
We try to tell him Andrew, man, but
Andrew ain't no. And Andrew, I ain't listening to that guy.
They don't want to listen, man.
I had faith in the Knicks. I was on the bandwagon.
I was wrong. I would never believe. I would never believe in Karl Malone negative 2.0 ever again.
Hey, first of all, Chris Jones did not speak on behalf of Beyond the Game. Those thoughts of using opinions of Chris Jones are Chris Jones and Chris Jones only. Chris Jones labeled Julius Randle Karl Malone 2.0.
Hey, Sean, you're right, man. All four Hawks fans on this BTG Nation, I apologize. I am going, but I'm still going to 76ers in 6. I think Q nailed it right on the head. They caught him by surprise yesterday. I think they hit 10 more threes yesterday than the 76ers.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if it wasn't for a couple of late blunders at the end of the game, I think the 76ers would have beat them at the end.
And that's why I was saying, like, despite the 76ers playing a subpar game for about 3 quarters, they almost still pulled it out. But Andrew said he got a torn meniscus. Better be careful. Joel Embiid.
Because Joel Embiid wasn't even supposed to play yesterday.
Me and Andrew think alike sometimes because I was going to say the exact same thing.
Ralph, you don't want to do that.
Nah, but that's another reason why I was saying I feel like the 76ers are in trouble. Ben Simmons and your boy Embiid is injury prone. Look out for it. Look out.
I'm sorry, man. Clint Capella has no chance of checking this guy. We saw it yesterday.
Yeah, but he has to play. He has to play in order to produce. All right.
He will be fine.
Back has been a problem for a long time.
I don't believe Seth Curry had a good game yesterday.
He didn't start off good.
So I think the 76ers were caught off guard yesterday. I still say 76ers in 6.
76ers in 6, which moves us over to the other Eastern Conference matchup, which is the Brooklyn Nets versus the Milwaukee Bucks.
Do we even have to talk about this?
Yes, we do, because I got Bucks in 7. Especially, I got Bucks in 7. Let me go ahead and get
that. Bring Daniel back to the screen, please.
I have a lot to say.
But before I let y'all cook, man, look. Also, hold on, man. Guess what I'm talking about, Ike. Hold on, let me get Ike's comment up here, man. Bucks in 7. See, Ike know what I'm talking. He know what he talking about.
It's just because it's Bucks. The word Bucks. That's all Ike knows. Is the word Bucks.
Hold on. We got Sean Gurton, Bucks in 7.
He's a Louisville fan, man. Ain't he?
Hey, what's that supposed to mean, Ralph?
He don't know too much, bro.
Karl Malone a bum.
Before we get on to the next
topic,
negative
2.0 a bum.
Andrew got a good point, which is hack of being when it gets tight, which that is a good option. Which is
come on now.
Last 2 minutes of the ball game, type ball game. Hey, go on, grab Ben Simmons, make him.
No need for all that.
Say no need for all that. But that is a good point. I guess he got to sit on the bench. But hold on. Andrew said, "I need to know what y'all. How do you know who your plug? Because y'all smoking some strong. Man, let me get Bucks, especially if James Harden is not gonna be able to play this series. That makes a huge difference. But we'll get to that a little bit later on in the show. Also, the Milwaukee Bucks, they just had a horrible shooting night. I don't think they'll shoot like that again. So they will. I said they'll get closer to what they normally shoot. I think they only made 6 3-pointers. I think there was like 6 for 30.
Yeah, they shot like 20%.
Yeah, I don't think that'll happen again. So I give the Bucks credit. I got them splitting this thing at home, which we'll get to that a little bit later as well. But let me get Bucks in 7 in this thing right here. Ralph, go ahead, man.
I'm glad you said that, Q. They probably won't shoot 20% again, which is why I'll give them 2 games in this series. I'll gladly give them 2 games, but they're not beating the Nets. Harden went down. That's going to be a tough one. but you still have 2 of the top 5 scorers in the league running your squad. KD is the best player in the league right now. It's not LeBron.
Right now he is because he's still playing.
It's not nobody else.
What'd you say? He's still playing? Is that what you said, Q?
Yeah, he's still playing.
Exactly.
So I'll give him that.
KD's the best player in the league. I'm riding with KD and Kyrie. Nets in 6. But because of the fact that the Bucks won't shoot 20%, again, I'll give the Bucks 2 games.
And you said Nets in 5, they'll lose game 3 in Milwaukee. That's a typo, Andrew. You meant they'll lose game 2 and 3. They'll lose game 2 in Brooklyn and game 3 in Milwaukee. I'll help you get that together.
With these sunglasses on, man.
I'm in mourning right now, bro. I'm in mourning. I've been crying and whatnot. Y'all can't see my eyes, man. But hot dog, what you got?
First of all, I want to say whoever wins this series is going to the NBA Finals. They will represent the Eastern Conference. Whoever wins the series.
Facts.
This one's hard for me because I'm not a Greek Freak fan. I'm not. I'm just not a fan of his. I do like Drew Holiday. I do like Chris Middleton.
You don't like Greek Freak, but you like Middleton?
I just don't. I just think he's overrated. All he does is just drive and dunk. I mean, he can't shoot. James Harden said.
Sounds like LeBron.
Can somebody please and Q?
Yeah.
You saw what Greek Freak said about the Nets going to this series. They only had 3 good players.
They do.
KD, Kyrie,
he's decent,
and Jeff Green. Y'all see that? Y'all see that?
I didn't see that.
That's why you didn't see that?
I didn't see that, hot dog.
You need to look that up. He said they got 3 good players. They got KD, Kyrie, and Jeff Green. He let James Harden off.
Oh my God, y'all crazy, bro! Stop.
So I'm getting to my prediction. Like I said, I've been stalling because this is hard for me. Like I said, both teams are pretty dang good, but I'm gonna go Bucks in 6. I'm gonna go Bucks in 6. I think, like you said, the Bucks had a horrible shooting game. I don't see James Harden coming back. I don't know. And the Nets still barely got out of there game 1.
You said barely.
They only won by 8.
Yeah, but the Bucks had to come back.
That was the worst.
Maybe I watched the game wrong. I don't know.
You did.
I seen a different game. I don't know.
You did.
But
I missed something.
All I know is I'm going with the Bucks in 6.
Bucks in 6. I see. That's what I'm talking about. I like it when you get on the right side of history. You know what I'm saying? So,
hey man, don't agree with me. It makes me sick to my stomach. Don't agree with me. Just keep going.
So let's talk about this other side, the West side, which is kind of whack right now.
The right side.
You have the Utah Jazz and the Los Angeles whatever team, and then you have the Denver Nuggets versus the Phoenix Suns. So let's stay up top first. Let's get to this 1-4 matchup. The Utah Jazz versus the LA Clippers. I'll go ahead and get this thing kicked off first. Let me go ahead and get Let me go ahead and get the Utah Jazz.
I already know. The Clippers have no chance.
Nope.
Whoa. No chance?
Nope.
No, I'm just saying that's how Q feels. That's not how.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say, wait a minute. They still got the claw, bro. They still got a chance.
No, this is cute.
I will excuse myself because I'm gonna let everybody know who's watching right now and who's listening. I'm definitely picking with my heart because I'm upset right now. So all of these picks is done with my heart, man. This is what I want to happen. Now, basketball wise, it might not happen, but this is what I want to happen. So let me go ahead and get the Utah Jazz in 6. All season long, everybody's been telling me how good the Utah Jazz are. That's why they got the number 1 seed. They I think they're number 1 and number 2 in defensive rating. They got Rudy Gobert, Donovan Mitchell, Jingle and Joe Ingles,
Mike Conley, Jordan Clarkson.
Jordan Clarkson. So I've been hearing all of these great things all season long about
Derek
the Utah
Favors.
Jazz. And I haven't been the biggest Utah Jazz fan until now, so I need Utah to show me something. So let me get Utah Jazz in 6 in this thing. Donovan Mitchell, I need you to show out. That matchup you had with Jamal Murray last season in the bubble, I need to see that now.
You ain't got to worry about Donovan Mitchell. You ain't got to worry about Donovan Mitchell.
I need to see that, man. So
you saw what happened when he came back in that first round.
Exactly.
2 and beyond. You saw what happened.
Yeah, exactly.
Memphis had no chance.
That's what I need.
They had no chance.
That's what I need.
Y'all don't need to worry about Donovan Mitchell.
That's what I'm talking about.
Get Ike off my show. Go
ahead, man. In fact, you go ahead. Keep going. Who you got in this matchup?
I got Utah in 6. Yeah. My boy Donovan is going to keep cooking and go to the Western Conference Finals. Mike Conley, Rudy Gobert, it's over. Get the Clippers out of the playoffs. It's over.
It's over. It's a wrap. So, Ralph,
the spider.
you gonna stay on your Clippers bandwagon, man, or who you got?
Yeah, y'all overly hyped right now. I'm just
we are hyped.
Okay, hot dog, we got you. I'm gonna keep it calm on this one. I'm gonna say this one's hard for me because you know how you're in a relationship with somebody, you just keep putting faith in them, and they just keep letting you down.
Yep. Yes, sir.
But you're like, but I love them. You know what I'm saying? So you're just gonna stay with them. It's that type of relationship. So it's hard for me.
Break up, Ralph. Leave, Ralph.
They ain't doing nothing for you. They drown. They make you drown. Listen to me. I know you watch Titanic, Ralph.
Hold on, man.
I know you watch Titanic. Don't let go.
I think I'm gonna stick it out, hot dog.
Don't do it.
I think I'm gonna stick it out, man.
Oh man, here we go.
I know I said it a show ago that I was done with the Clippers.
You just can't let go.
Hey, but we talked in text messages, and we've been trying to rekindle things, and
y'all back on good terms.
We're back on good terms, man. So I think I'm gonna go with the Clippers in 7 in this series, man.
It'll be a good series, man. I apologize for my outbursts. The man Donovan Mitchell make the Louisville nation proud.
You should. Y'all ain't had nobody in decades.
Ain't had nobody. He's the one and only. He's the guy. Hey, Jordan Moore is on the Bucks.
There he goes. Get my guy back on here.
Hold on, Ralph. Hey, Sean said Ralph has beaten husband central. No matter what they do to you, you just keep going back. No matter what they do.
I'm sticking by their side. Man.
I like what Sean said. That was funny stuff right there.
Man. Go Cars. Hold on, Sean. You're going a little bit too far, buddy.
Yeah, exactly.
Whoa. No, we did not.
Yeah, he's going a little bit too far, buddy.
Man. Hey, quality over quantity. Let us enjoy our one guy, okay? Let's enjoy.
Playoff.
You know what? You're right.
Yeah, playoff.
You're right. So Daniel, we're talking about the second round matchup. We on to the Jazz and the Los Angeles whatever team. Who you got in this matchup?
Man, my bad for the intermission, but you know who I'm rolling with.
The Utah Jazz.
The Jazz have a good defense. They have a good defense, but they don't have any good defensive wings. So Paul George and Kawhi Leonard should kill. I like the Clippers in 6.
Y'all talk about the Jazz's defense. They had the number 1 3-point shooting team in the regular season.
Regular season's playoffs.
And they killed it in the first round against the Grizzlies as well.
They played the Grizzlies, my brother.
We gotta get hot dog off the Steve Wazers.
Hey, I'm right there with you, hot dog. We gonna ride this. We bad boys.
I don't know why everybody hating on the Jazz, man. I don't understand that.
It's not hating.
You know what y'all sound like? You know what y'all look like? Y'all look like LeBron and Greek Freak in the All-Star draft. That's what y'all look like. No, I have a point, Q. I'm not hating. I have a point because the Jazz, all the Jazz players were the last ones taken in that draft. And they end up being the number 1 seed in the number 1 seed.
Playoff P. Finish your point, man.
I'm sorry, Dan. Go ahead, man. I'm sorry.
You only like the Jazz because they have Donovan Mitchell. If they didn't, you wouldn't even like the Jazz.
I agree. I'm not afraid to admit it, sir. I'm just like everybody else in bandwagon. I agree. I'm not disagreeing. You absolutely right.
I like Jordan Clarkson. I've been riding for Jordan Clarkson since he was drafted by the Lakers. I thought he was good. Ever since he dropped 22 on UK. I remember that. So yeah, I like Jordan Clarkson. But
why are we bringing up the Jazz?
My bad, Ralph. I didn't mean to throw no shot at you. That's my bad,
yeah, he did.
That was one of those Mayweather off target hooks, man.
Right.
Who did Jordan Clarkson play college for? Missouri?
Yeah,
Missouri.
Right,
he transferred, I'm pretty sure he transferred, but he played 2 years for Missouri. But anyway, about the Hawks. I like the Hawks to lose, and Ice Trey's my guy. If he could get it to 7, that's a win for the Hawks. They should lose in 6. I'll give them one more game. But if Philly blows this, Doc got to retire, man.
I'm not a Doc Rivers fan, man.
But it's not Doc, man. I mean, what's Doc gonna do with Ben Simmons? He cannot change that, man.
Yeah,
he's right.
I just know when I had my intermission, y'all was talking about the Sixers. So, of course, you know I'm rolling. Now that I got the Nets, I mean, I said now that James Harden's hurt, I said this when he got hurt. They'll probably keep him out till game 4, especially since the Nets won game 1. It don't matter if they win game 2 tonight or not, but I think as long as they can win game 3, they'll keep him out to game 4 because game 4 is next Sunday. That'll give him over a week off, and they're saying it's just tightness. But I like the Nets now. Now I like the Nets in 7. I did like the Nets in 6.
Yeah.
But I like them in 7 now.
But hold on, man.
Clippers.
You said they're gonna hold James Harden after game 4. They might need him sooner than that because it might be 3-1 Bucks. So they might need him, a little bit sooner than that.
Hey Q, you smoking on that good stuff right now, bro. You tripping. You tripping.
They're 1-0 right now.
Yeah, then we're gonna split it. Well, I'll talk about that later.
So they're gonna win the next 3 games, the Bucks?
No, they ain't gonna do all that.
Yeah, stop it, bro.
They won't do all that.
KD and Kyrie play for the Nets. Please stop
it.
Please stop it. Please stop it, bro.
So
right. Okay.
And
I got one. I would say I got 1 point. As much as I love James Harden and he is a distributor, and it's funny, I was watching Colin earlier, and he was like, "Man, I was a James Harden critic, but man, he's really turned into a distributor." And I'm like, "No, he's been a distributor for the last 6 years." So this lets you know market matters. But what I did like is since James Harden was out game 1, instead of Joe Harris and everybody else standing around because they know the big 3 is going to score 90% of the points.
They were involved.
Everybody was moving, everybody was screaming, and they were moving the ball. So I did like that better. So if they play more of a Warrior style, even without James Harden, I still think they win because you can't guard everybody on the floor when you got everybody that can shoot. And Blake Griffin, he's not a 3-point assassin or nothing, but he can always hit 2 or 3 threes a game. So
what do you have, 18 and 14 in that game?
Yeah, he had 18 and 14. He won't have another
Blake
game
Griffin
like
can
that.
kiss my rear end. That's all I got to say about Blake Griffin. It's like Max Kellerman said today. Blake Griffin owed Detroit money. That's all I know.
Are you a Detroit fan?
He is,
Are you a
bro.
Detroit fan?
He is.
Man.
Okay, that makes sense.
What makes sense? What makes sense?
That you got so much hate for Blake Griffin and Andre Drummond.
Forget Blake Griffin and Andre Drummond. The only former Pistons fan I like, KCP. I don't even know why I like him.
I know.
What? Yeah, I don't know why you like him either. He should definitely be ranked above them as far as
the Lakers ruined KCP.
Did we? You know what we did?
Q, mute his mic. The Lakers ruined KCP.
He
was not. He was averaged 19 points a game before he went to the Lakers.
Stop it, bro.
But you do realize he averaged 19 points a game on a bad team, so he was just shooting any kind of shot he wanted.
Exactly.
So it's a difference.
Hey, number one scorer on a playoff team, then he goes to the Lakers and never hear from him again. What's up, man?
Kevin Love averaged 27 and 13, and he never averaged 20 again when he went to go play.
What happened? He went to play with who?
With LeBron, yeah, I know.
Oh, okay.
Is he the career killer?
You see,
he's a career killer.
So let me ask y'all this. You're right. He's a career killer. So would either one of those players have a ring without LeBron?
Absolutely not.
I saw. So, sacrifices got to be made.
Or Anthony Davis.
Well, LeBron had a ring before Anthony Davis, so there's
yeah. Dwayne Wade helped him out a lot with that.
Oh my God.
Dwayne Wade was in Cleveland.
I'm not talking about this. We ain't talking about this.
Legend, come talk some sense to us, man. Come on, man.
I want to know who he's bandwagoning now. That's what I want to know.
No, I need to know how he feels about that Lakers loss first, and then we can get into everything.
There we go. Go ahead.
Then we can go into everything.
Go ahead, get on to the Lakers joint.
Well, from a basketball perspective, what did you expect when they both hurt? Well, AD's hurt, not LeBron. I ain't really
LeBron pride hurt.
I ain't buying the 85% with LeBron. I mean, but I'm not gonna hate on the man. I mean, but he couldn't carry that team by himself because there's a bunch of nobodies.
Yep.
And AD, he wasn't there. Valiant effort, AD. Valiant effort. But it just made no sense. You play a groin injury, you gonna try to play the game of basketball.
Come on, man.
All right, no
it
way.
Was. It was.
Hey, I'll give it. He tried, man.
He tried. He tried. I mean, he tried to knock out, all those negative.
The internet got to him.
That everybody said that, he's always hurting this and he never plays through injuries. So he tried. Good effort. But, man, without AD, man, it changed the whole complexity of the game. I mean, I think the reality is what? The reality is probably LeBron's not the same guy that he used to be. That's just the reality. He's still a great basketball player. I'm not saying that at all, but
he's okay.
You know, he's still a great basketball player. He's still a great basketball player. I mean,
and I'm a hater.
You know, I'll be very curious to see, you know, what they do. I think they're in a tough situation money wise, you know. But it'd be real interesting to see what they do, and who they come back and reload with. But I mean, if y'all look at it, anything else, oh my God, you know, the Phoenix Suns just did this and that. I mean, they play good.
Yeah, we all kind of said the same thing with that, man.
I mean, they played good. You know, they won. I mean, the Clippers, they played good. They won. You know, Luka's like LeBron. You know,
facts.
Luka and a bunch of nobodies.
A one-man show.
So,
hold on, B. I don't necessarily agree with that because he got Kristaps Porzingis. Kristaps Porzingis.
Who is he?
Exactly. That's like having AD
on the
bench.
Whoa. Q, I know you got the numbers there. Well, who is Porzingis? I mean, what has he done since he left New York?
Lord have
Nothing.
Nothing.
I mean, we're just gonna talk facts. We ain't gonna even talk emotions.
Nothing. Hey, Legend, you agree with me on this?
Here's the reality to the Dallas Mavericks. It's very simple. Luka's gonna do Luka.
Absolutely.
In order for them to win, Tim Hardaway or Finley Smith has to score.
Absolutely, they got his shot.
Absolutely, and they did, and that's why they lost yesterday. Tim Hardaway decided to take it off game 7, shoot 1 of 9 from 3.
He couldn't make a bucket. That dude,
but he carried them through stretches.
Yeah,
here's the sad reality though, is that Tim Hardaway Jr. is the second best option on the Mavericks. It's not Kristaps.
No,
it's Tim Hardaway Jr.
So hold on, B, before I let you go. So it's Kristaps. When the 2 seasons he's been with the Dallas Mavericks, his first season he averaged in the regular season 20 and 9, 20 points, 9 rebounds. This past year he averaged 20 points, 8 rebounds a game. So
now hold on.
Hey, but don't stop there. Don't stop there though. How many games did he play in those 2? Exactly. How many games did he play in those 2 seasons?
Hold on. So 57 his first season, and then 43 this season.
Yeah, I mean he played a good chunk of games, but I mean again,
he played like half the season.
Yeah, you know
exactly.
He's not there, man. He's not the guy people think that he is. I mean, you know, so Luka did what he needed to do. I mean, but nobody else stepped up, man. I mean, Luka earned his respect, man. I mean,
my dude Luka about tried to kill himself, beat the whole team yesterday.
Bro, he averaged 40 points in the series. What more can one man do? 40
Nothing,
points?
Ralph. Nothing, Ralph. You right. You right. Like, what more can my guy do? What more? Go ahead, what more can my son Luka do? That's my son.
Chill out, dog.
Nah, man, Legend gets to adopt all these kids in sports. Why can't I adopt somebody? That ain't right.
Yeah, he got kids too. Look what you done did, beating that. He got kids. Go ahead.
I can't adopt somebody. Luka, my son.
I didn't say anything.
It's cool to say that. I mean, I get it. He's the star, so he's going to do that. But Tim Hardaway Jr. was killing for like 5 out of 7 games. So you got to win. You got to win 4. If he kills 5 out of 7 games, you got to win 4 games because he's scoring over 20 points. He averaged 19 for the series. They had like 4 or 5 guys average double figures. So I get it. Luka's going to get his 35, but you're scoring 110, 115, 120 points. So Luka's scoring 35. He's not doing it all by himself. So he had some help. They just couldn't get stops when they needed to. The Clippers made some adjustments in Game 6, and they got the ball out of Luka's hands, or made him take some tough shots. They started putting Kawhi on him in the 4th quarter. That was just they executed better down the stretch because they couldn't stop the Clippers, but the Clippers couldn't close Game 6 and Game 7.
Daniel, it's like you said to me the other day, man. The Mavericks have got to get some defensive players in there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. So
they need another star. They need another star.
Well, I mean,
but here's the problem with the Mavericks, though. Their contracts are so bad. Nobody's going to take these contracts. If they wanted to get rid of Kristaps right now, they couldn't because the contract is so high. Nobody's going to take that contract.
Well, your son is doomed then.
My son is doomed
out there.
Right. He's making the same as Dame Lillard right now.
Well, I mean, I think
they was out there in a zone.
Yeah,
I think one thing that people are not talking about in this whole thing, we could talk about Luka and the guys didn't show up or whatever, but from a coaching perspective, you can't let Kawhi kill you 2 games in a row.
True.
Just like they took the ball out of Luka, Luka's hands. You got to take the ball out of Kawhi's hands.
Yeah.
You got to make everybody. We weren't worried about playoff P.
Right.
Was not worried about that dude. You know, hey, listen, if Mark, yeah, I have no respect for him. D.
That's cool.
Listen. He played decent, man. I'm not gonna knock him, but this is just the first round.
Right.
He still got 2 more rounds to go. He is going to fail. I guarantee you that.
He's not gonna eat next round. He's gonna eat next round.
He gonna what?
He gonna eat next round.
Against who?
You know, it's always up in the air. It's up in the air. That's why I said it's a love-hate relationship.
Who on the Jazz is gonna guard him?
I'm just saying, man. We'll see.
Self-check.
I just want you to tell me.
It's a self-check.
Okay, you know what? I'll answer your question.
I like it, Ralph.
I will answer your question. Who's gonna guard him? Himself.
Self-check.
It's gonna be layoff P next round. Layoff
He
P.
gonna have games. He gonna have games where he goes off and he plays well. But you know, he gonna have games. Nowhere to be found.
Right.
He'll put up 12, 15 points. That's it. I mean, he didn't play. I mean, look at it. He didn't play well yesterday.
He's not shooting. It's not like he's shooting 20. He had 22, 10, and 7 yesterday. How's that not playing well?
Like I said, he's not playing well. I'm not going to sit here in front. He
ain't
played
playing
decent. He played decent in the first round.
But he's not going to average. He's not going to average 29 points when he's playing with Kawhi Leonard. It's not going.
Hold on. Before y'all continue, I'm gonna put this up here real quick. This is a game by game of Paul George right here. What he did in the
20.
first round.
Let's see what that.
He played decent. He did good. I mean, that's what you want.
Trash.
He did what they needed. What Luka need Kristaps to do.
Absolutely. Talk about that.
I mean,
Paul George did what he was supposed to do. I'm not hating on him.
They won that series because of Kawhi Leonard finally played ball. And, of course, the role players, you know, Marcus. I mean, listen, who would have bet that Marcus Morris Sr. would have hit
7 out of 8 threes? 7 out of 8, bro.
Don't forget about Reggie Jackson, Game 6.
Reggie hit some great. He hit some good shots. Even in Game 7, Reggie hit some good shots.
That's him, though. That's him. You got to remember, in college, he was scoring 40 points.
I said, man,
you know what I'm saying?
I don't understand. These guys make a lot of money, man. Reggie Jackson looked hurt, man. He just, God, that dude.
Well, look at Reggie had a good series. Kevin Durant, man.
He did really have a good series, honestly.
I know.
I thought Reggie had a good series, Ralph.
He talking about something different, though.
You know what they say. You know what they say. Money. You know they say money makes you look better. You know what I'm saying?
Said he looked rough out there, Legend.
All right, look at Kevin Durant, man.
But see, K, you know what though? KD a different story, man. KD, man, he just wants
man.
Yeah, that's for real. He really did.
Man, KD ain't trying to style.
Not at all, bro.
You just get because he just get him a pass, man. You know, happy head and all. You just get
fashion ain't never been his thing.
I'll say this: him and LeBron both need to let it go. Just let it go.
Yeah,
ball head.
Yeah, just let it go, bro. Or go to Kobe Bryant route where he got it real, a ball fade.
Kenny Smith. You mean like Kenny Smith?
Yep.
There you go.
Nah, we ain't doing that.
That's terrible.
Because the last
games I said Donovan's silly, but he does look like Bobby Shmurda. He does.
It's bad. Yeah, he does.
Reggie Jackson does look like Bobby Shmurda.
It is Bobby Shmurda.
I'll tell you, man, that dude.
Why does Kenny Smith all of a sudden have that shadow hairline out of nowhere?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Is that Beijing?
I don't know what that is.
I don't know. I thought it was a liver spot across the forehead.
So hold on. So let me get to some of these comments real quick because it's something that everybody's been alluding to is the coaching and how bad the coaching is being. They talking about Ty Lue made the change. Well, Andrew's talking about Ty Lue making the adjustments and the changes that he needed to make as far as he took. I
thought we was going to talk about that in another subject. I was going to talk about that.
Okay, well, we'll wait. Well, let's switch to a little NFL action real quick. Then Ralph, let's speak on it. Daniel's boy Julio Jones got traded. to the Tennessee Titans over the weekend. He got traded for a second-round pick and a fourth-round pick. I'm just trying to figure out why more teams didn't jump in on that. If that's all it took for them to get Julio Jones was a second and a fourth.
Can I say one thing, Q?
Go ahead.
As long as the Bucks didn't get him, I was cool. If the Bucks got in the running to get Julio Jones, I was done watching NFL football.
I was not going to watch next year.
I never entertained that.
Yeah, I just like, Lord have mercy. If they get Julio, I'm done.
I was just surprised the Packers didn't go get him.
Yeah.
For a second and a fourth,
the Packers have shown that they don't care about Aaron Rodgers having weapons, so they don't care.
I don't care about Aaron Rodgers either. It's okay.
Julio Jones could have probably picked up the phone and called Packers management himself and said, "Hey, can I come up here?" And they was like, "Nah, we good.
No, thank you. No, thank
you. We good." So anyway,
we got Vantez Scantling. We don't need you.
Julio getting traded to the Tennessee Titans. Ralph, does this make the Titans a Super Bowl contender?
It puts them up there. I will say that they are in the AFC South, and they don't have any dominant teams in the AFC South. So from that perspective, they're going to get to the playoffs. So I don't know if it takes them to the Super Bowl because it takes so much to get to the Super Bowl. Injuries, you know what I'm saying? Things have to kind of work out in your favor a lot. So I don't know if it puts them in the playoffs, but it gives them a hell of a chance to get there. I'll say that. I mean, I don't know if it puts them in the Super Bowl, but it gives them a hell of a chance to get there.
Can I ask y'all a question?
Donovan said, "Why
do the Eagles even come up in this conversation?"
Because we have Eagles fans on watch the show.
That is such a great question. I propose that we ban all Eagles fans from BTG. I propose we ban all Eagles fans from BTG.
Hey, look. The Eagles were in the running. Really? So was everybody else.
That's what I was wondering why you said that.
He replied to Sean Gert's comment about Eagles was in the running.
Running for what? Running in the running for what? They ain't gonna finish third in the division.
We do got a lot of Eagles people. Andrew said it wasn't me.
We
this
really
time.
do.
Donovan said, "Hey, don't respect the Eagles fan. Don't just
get him out of here, man."
I think he probably.
He said, "Don't disrespect."
I think he meant no disrespect. He said, "Damn, that's crazy. I liked hot dog before that comment."
I'm sorry, Donovan. I'm sorry, man. I'm a Cowboys fan. I do not like y'all. I do not. Honestly, I probably hate the Eagles fans.
I thought the Cowboys may have tried to get him or something like that. I just can't believe they let that dude go for it.
Absolutely, man.
We don't really need a wide receiver. Honestly, man, I don't hate. The only reason I probably hate the Eagles is because of Andrew. That's probably the only reason I hate the Eagles because of Andrew. And he's probably the only reason I hate the Nets right now. He killing me.
It's a lot of Ralph's the reason why I don't like the Nets. Daniel's the reason why I don't like the Nets. Andrew's the reason why I don't like. Matter of fact, about 93% of the fans on Beyond the Game page is the reason why I don't like the Nets.
Q, what are you worried about? Nets ain't winning nothing.
You right, D. You right. My fault. You right. I apologize.
Hey, I love that talk.
You right.
Hey, KD, Kyrie, y'all listening?
Hey, we still talking about
Go to
Julio.
work
We
tonight.
still talking about Julio.
Yeah, you right. So, hot dog, man. Does this make the Tennessee Titans Super Bowl contenders?
It makes them the undoubted division winner. I don't think they'll get past Kansas City. They'll not get past Kansas. I don't care. Ryan Tannehill's still the quarterback. I seen a meme earlier. It had Julio opening up a red plaid sweater. Said going from Matt Ryan to Ryan Tannehill and opening up another red plaid sweater. Yeah. I still would rather have Matt Ryan than Ryan Tannehill. But
I don't know about that.
I don't really. The only difference is now that he's on a team that will focus more on the run defense because of Derrick Henry. He didn't have. You know what they were doing in Atlanta. You know they have more of a player option in Tennessee. So I think he's in a better position. But I just don't see them getting past Kansas City. It's just not happening. Especially when Kansas City upgraded that offensive line in the offseason. No, I ain't nobody getting past Kansas City in the AFC.
Who's Kansas City?
I don't know. We took care of them, so I don't know who the hell they are.
I'm confused.
I know what you're talking about. They've been killing y'all last 6 years. What are you talking about?
Who's Denver?
Ralph, I don't even want to say
that. That's the only reason I said.
I know.
I'm just, me. I'm that guy. I gotta poke.
We gotta get rid of.
I gotta poke.
Q, I'm sick and tired of you and Ike. Y'all Bucks fan. I'm sick and tired of y'all.
Let them have
What we
let
do?
hot dog. Let them have it, man.
It's,
We
I know
ain't
it's
about-
1 year.
No, I
It's
will
1
not
year.
let them have it. I will
It's
not
1
let
year.
them have it.
We ain't about-
I will
Let them
not.
have it. They trash. We know what it is.
I told you we put Drew Brees into retirement. We got Aaron Rodgers fighting with his own team and his own management. Well, you see what we did to Pat Mahomes. He ran a whole 6 miles during the game. Like, what do you want from us? What do you
Y'all
want?
literally.
I mean, we won and won against y'all, so it don't matter. So it don't mean
You're right.
nothing.
Y'all won when it didn't matter. We won when it
One
counted.
game, man. It's just one game, man. Y'all won the game. Don't matter.
That's the biggest game of the. That's the
But
biggest game of the
that one
season, though,
game is what
ladies.
matters the most.
I know, but in my book, I mean, it don't matter. They won and won.
No, we won
The
and know.
Bears,
Hey,
the Bears,
yeah,
Oh,
it don't
Lord.
work like that, Legend.
The who?
no, the Bears did. The Bears beat the Bucks.
Oh, they showed it. Smack them.
They did. They
Yeah,
did.
smack them. Smack
They,
them. Go
hey,
smack
you
them
know
again.
what?
Hey, go
Y'all
smack them
absolutely
again.
correct.
But you can't
Go
say
again,
that
B.
we beat them in the regular season, but we lost to them in the Super Bowl. We won it.
Yeah,
That's
you
not no
can't. You
1
can't
and
do
1.
that. That's terrible.
That don't work
That's
like that.
terrible.
I'm just saying. I can say what I want.
You're right. You're right.
You're right, but that's a terrible way to go.
Hey, listen, hot dog. Ike and Q can say all the bull crap and all the shit and all this post all that crap and all that. I should be allowed to say that we 1 and 1 after listening to all that crap that they put out there.
You're right.
I agree.
Y'all 1-1, and we are 1-1 Super Bowl champions. So we'll just put it like that.
Hey,
We'll,
that's a little
okay.
different.
That's all right. That's
A
all
little
right.
different.
and we will be
Hey,
back to
Daniel,
back
what do you
Super
think
Bowl
about
champions.
Julio, man? Daniel,
Yeah,
what do you
let's
think
get
about
back to Julio, man.
All right, Julio, man. You know, I got a nasty taste in my mouth about Julio. For years, I said Antonio Brown was the best pound for pound wide receiver in the league before he got a mental relapse.
I
But
agree.
Julio Jones is just an overhyped receiver to me. Great
Mm.
physical stature, great physical stature, but I don't care if you are 6'3" and you run a 4.4, you can't get in the end zone. I'm over here watching you
True.
get 4
That's play
touchdowns on the
calling,
season.
man. That's play calling.
No, you run 4.4. When you catch that slant, you should be gone. You getting 7 touchdowns, 4 touchdowns, 5 touchdowns in the season. So I mean, yeah, it helps him, but you also, I mean, Julio Jones has been in the NFL now. This is 13, 14 years. You get 13 somewhere around. I think he left in 2008 or 9.
He
About
came out. No, he
2009,
came
I
out 10
believe.
years ago, 2011. He came out 10
Yeah,
years ago.
so it's the 10th season. Yeah, it's to be a 10th season.
We beat them in 2008, and I know he played 2009.
Y'all beat
So
Roddy
he should have
White.
came out in 2010. No, I'm
No,
talking about
he
Florida State
about
played.
30. He's 32 years old, man.
He
Yeah, Florida
31.
State played
So
Nick Saban. Yeah. But anyway, neither here nor there. He's old. It helps them out. I mean, he is better than Corey Davis. But I mean,
Sure.
Oh yeah.
For
they
sure.
got
Oh
the
yeah.
Corey Davis and Julio got the same problem. They're not on the field. So honestly, and y'all gonna hate me for saying it, but the division's still gonna come down to the Colts and the Titans. Whoever wins,
I agree.
wins. I mean, but
I
it's gonna
agree with
come down
that.
to them too.
I agree with that.
That Super Bowl contenders, I still don't see it happening. They're just too run dominant, and the defense is not good enough to me to beat the Chiefs. I mean, it gives them a better chance to make it to the AFC Championship. That's all I got. I mean, that's all I can say.
I agree with that,
18
Daniel.
million dollars
100%.
a year.
back to Daniel's comment and Donovan as well. He said Julio kind of suck in the red zone. If y'all had to guess, what do you think Julio's career high in touchdown receptions is for a season? Ralph, what do you think?
12,
9 for
13.
me.
Hot dog, what you
I'm
think?
saying 9.
I was going to say 9.
9. B, what you think?
For a season, I'm
For
gonna
a
say
season.
probably about 20.
His
I
career
think he
high for
did have double
touchdowns in the
figures.
season is 10.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, see,
He did have Matt Ryan
one.
throwing the ball.
but see, this is what I think the people fail to realize. It's two things. It's give or take with Julio, and this is what I mean by that. Is that on the Titans, Julio could be a very dominant player on the Titans. You know, just because of the fact that when they play, you have to respect the run. You have no choice. If you drop that safety into the box,
Yes, sir.
and now you got Brown on one side and you got Julio on the other, you open up Pandora's box. So from that perspective, it's a win-win situation for them. Okay, because I don't care who the quarterback is in this league. If they wide open, most quarterbacks can make that throw.
Yeah.
The problem, like D said, like Daniel said, is that neither one of them two, they can't stay on the field long enough. They're injured all the time. That's the problem. Julio, if you go back and look, every year Julio's always hurt. Same thing with Brad. That's the issue. And
well, hold on, B. I'm looking up his stats right now, man. That's not necessarily true.
I know. Shannon said that earlier.
About who?
Because
Julio not being injured like that, man.
He's going to miss some games every year.
Every year.
But come with them numbers, Q.
So this is his numbers that he's played in his career. He's played 13, 15, 5, 15, 16, 14, 16, 16, 15, and 9. So he's been on the field.
He's had two seasons he's had injuries. It sounds
which
like
is the 5 and the 9. Yeah, every other
5 and the 9. And
this is my thing. No, this is the thing. He will play. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that he's going to play 4 games. What I'm saying is he's always going to have an injury. He might suit up, but he's going to be like
he's going to play, 50%. But he's not going to be healthy.
Yeah, he's not effective.
But that's the NFL, though. That's honestly the NFL.
That's a lot of players.
But think about it, like last year. Every time, if you have fantasy, you're looking at fantasy, you're looking at
he'll go out in the third quarter.
Team, you're looking. No, even before the game, you're looking. He's always questionable. He's got a hamstring injury. He's game time decision, and then he might suit up and he'll play for 2 series and he's out.
Yeah.
So what you got to understand in those numbers, Q, is that he may start the game and they're gonna count that as him playing,
but he don't finish.
How long is he playing?
Right.
Okay, that's fair. That's
all I'm saying. And the thing about Matt Ryan and them, I mean, when's the last time truly that they had a true run game?
It's been a while.
Jamal Anderson and the Dirty Bird.
When they had Freeman and Coleman back there. So when they had that tandem when they went to the Super Bowl against the Patriots.
Okay. They're running the ball.
3 or 4 years.
So other than that, take that 1 year out. Yeah. When has Julio had a run game? They really haven't. So all I'm saying is for guys like Julio, all these big time receivers, man, you got to have something to free it up. If you can't run the ball, I'm gonna always have somebody over the top. Always.
But that kind of helps the point in Julio. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason why his numbers may not be what it is because they're one-dimensional in Atlanta.
They're not one-dimensional now. They're not one-dimensional now.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll give him that excuse, but Matt Ryan throws for, at the minimum, he throws for 28, 29 touchdowns, but a lot of seasons he's throwing for 33, 37, 39, 40 touchdowns. Julio Jones should have more than 5 touchdowns.
I agree with that. I
agree with that. But here's my point, D. If you got somebody over the top on you every single time, what are you gonna do?
Come on, man. And they double in Julio.
Donovan said Megatron didn't have a run game.
Donovan got a great point with Megatron, but Megatron, he wasn't. He wasn't.
That's why his name was Megatron. Bro. Exactly.
Yeah, I mean that dude just go up and just out jump everybody. I mean that ain't.
They used to keep a safety on the top on AB. I didn't stop him from getting 12, 13, 14 touchdowns.
Yeah, but you also got to be fair about that. Now they had Le'Veon.
What's up?
And they had other receivers. So it just changed the dynamics, man. It just does. It just is what it is.
Even when they didn't, though. Even when they had James Conner, he still ate, and then he just mental. I don't know what's wrong with that guy. I don't know.
I think then in that situation, in my personal opinion, I think what that means is that you got to go back to play calling then because they would figure out a way to get AB the ball.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
So whether that be screens, whether that be whatever. And I'm not saying because I didn't watch enough Atlanta games because they were trash, so I don't know what they really did to get the ball.
And factor in the amount of offensive coordinators and coaches offensive coordinators that have been there since Julio's been there. I think he's had 3 since he's been there. 3 different offensive coordinators, if I'm not mistaken.
It's gonna
be interesting
to see what the Titans do offensive wise now because they lost their offensive coordinator. Funny enough, to Atlanta. Atlanta's new head coach was Tennessee's offensive coordinator last year.
They're going to play
Absolutely. They're going to keep that same mama's cooking.
You don't trade a second or fourth for Julio and plan on still running the ball all the time.
Listen,
but
they're gonna pound
why
that
would
ball,
you not?
and they're gonna make you stop the run. And
Absolutely.
They're gonna throw over the top and the game over.
Bro, don't go away from Derrick Henry.
Donovan got a whole bunch. He said Prime Odell didn't have a run game. Mike Evans didn't have a run game.
Who? Prime and Odell. Who? Prime.
And
Odell Beckham.
Young Odell.
I don't agree with Devontae Adams because old boy from Green Bay running the ball down everybody's throat right now. What's his name? What's their running back name?
Adams.
That's what I'm saying. Julio
played 10 who's their running back in Green Bay?
We're comparing him to Odell Beckham.
They didn't have nobody before Jones. Before Jones,
who was the running back?
That's what I'm talking about. Jones. Adam Jones.
Adam Jones. No,
that's
not Adam Jones. No, it's
Aaron Jones.
Aaron Jones. My bad. Aaron Jones.
Hey, wait a minute though. He made a critical mistake, man. When bring that up, that Odell Beckham thing.
Okay, hold on.
Exactly.
Okay.
Odell's that's not a good argument.
Ever bring up
he put
that
the eyes.
name Prime.
He put the eyes on there though.
Don't put Prime. Don't put Prime with Odell.
That means he's bullshit. But look, I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna leave it alone. If you can get, because what I saw now, maybe they took it back, I don't know, but I saw they gave up a second, a fourth, and a sixth. That is a good deal for somebody that's 31, 32 years old and he's always hurt. So to me, the Falcons won. You didn't have the money to pay your rookies. Now you have the money to pay your rookies. You got 3 picks for them. That's worth it to me.
But those picks are spread out. They're not the same year.
No, the second round is 22 and the fourth round is 23.
Yeah. So
what happened to the 6? Because they reported that they got a 6.
The Titans. Yeah, the Titans got Julio in a 6th round pick in 2023.
The Titans got a 6.
Yeah, and the Falcons got a second and a 4th.
They had a trade a pick to give him away.
Yeah. Julio was still good. Julio was still a good receiver.
That was not a good trade for the Falcons.
No, that wasn't. No, it wasn't. You gave away Julio and you gave away a 6th round pick.
Yeah, that was not a good trade.
That ain't good.
It's probably money involved in that.
Absolutely.
You probably had to. Make the money work.
It's cap relief. Yeah, it's cap relief. But
what we got next, man? What we got next, Q? What we got
right there with y'all. It don't make them contenders because you still got Chiefs, Bills, Browns. They look good at the end of the season. Ravens look good. So
Broncos, come on now.
Oh wait. We talking about who gonna beat? Oh no, they're not.
Broncos.
No, they're not coming. Ralph, one team coming.
You working on getting muted, brother?
He is. Don't worry, Daniel. I got my finger on the button right now, bro.
But Q's just throwing names out there. Come on now. Don't forget about us.
All of those teams I just named were in the playoff, buddy. Let's start there.
Right.
But anyways, man, Ralph's boy Floyd Mayweather, had a boxing match last.
It's not my boy.
Night. I don't know if y'all paid attention to it. You had Nate Robinson, Chad Johnson, aka Chad Ochocinco. The Logan's brothers, which are YouTube stars, if you want to call them that. You've had a lot of celebrities / former pro athletes in other sports now doing boxing exhibition matches. So, Ralph, man, is this ruining the sport of boxing by having these exhibition matches of these celebrities and former pro athletes from other sports boxing against each other?
The thing about me is it just doesn't make sense to me why they're doing it. If Logan and Jake Paul want to be real boxers, then go box. You know what I'm saying? Go actually do the training and actually fight some real matches, not exhibition matches that don't count. I don't know, man. I'm not a big fan of it. I was more entertained by the Ocho fight than anything, just because Ocho is one of my favorite athletes and entertainers out there. I haven't been entertained by a Floyd Mayweather fight in years. So I don't know. I think it's more of a question for y'all to answer because I'm not a big fan of it at all. It's just kind of like two people, let's go out there. I mean, we're just putting money in Floyd's pockets. People pay $50 for that fight, bro. Like, for what? For what? You know what I'm saying? It makes no sense, bro.
To me, I think it's ruining it because it's making a mockery of boxing. It's like, okay, like we gonna showcase and put on pay-per-view these guys boxing, and it's almost like it's making fun of the sport of boxing. Like anybody can do it. Like
it's like a parody movie of boxing.
Just train for a couple of months and you can come fight and we'll put this on the exhibition pay-per-view. And like, but the thing is, people are wanting to see it, and it's like, why though? Like, I don't know, man. To me, I think it is kind of ruined. Boxing was already on a downward spiral already, but now you have stuff like this, and it's making people want to be like, so why am I going to watch boxing? Because it's like they're not taking it serious. It's a joke now.
Oh,
so, but that's my whole thing. Hot Dog, what's your take on it?
Well, I don't like fights anymore because, back in the day, they used to talk trash to each other and legit hate each other after the fight. Now you got all this heat before a fight, and then after the match, they talk about, he impressed me, and they hugging each other. Q, will you please show what I sent you earlier?
Hold on, let me pull it up real quick, man. Let me find it.
What Q is about to show you is, I legit believe Floyd Mayweather knocked Logan. Was it Logan or
he
Jake?
did? He did. But
he knocked him out and held him up. Will
because
you please
they weren't allowed to knock each other out.
There it is.
Obviously at 44, maybe.
There it is. As you can tell, Floyd caught him, and Logan, whatever that boy's name is, was falling, and Floyd caught him because Floyd knew that we can't let this match just go out
exactly.
like that. Like, we got to keep
it's a joke. It really is a joke. Yeah, I'm not. And then after the fight, he talking about, he impressed me, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, man, this is a mockery.
It wasn't even a real
I'm glad I didn't pay for
that. How do you impress you? Wasn't even a real boxing match.
Like, Floyd need to just stop. Floyd's in his 50 now, right?
He's 44.
44, I'm sorry. My bad. But he need to quit. He got all his money. He probably, I don't know how much money the man worth. It's got to be in the 200-300 millions. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Sean said it right. They need a superstar. Floyd was that guy. Now he's done. They need to groom a new superstar.
What about you, B Legend, man? What's your thoughts on it, man? Is this all this exhibition with pro athletes and celebrities? Is it ruining the sport of boxing?
I 100% agree with you, Legend. 100% agree with you, man.
Trash,
terrible.
Trash, man.
It's a waste of time, Dan.
Come on,
bro. You can go from here.
You got it.
Look, like you said, Q, boxing was on the way down. You had a few names come up like Deontay Wilder. I've never liked him. He looks like a street brawler, but he was knocking people out. People were making comparisons to Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson would destroy that man if they fought.
Oh, absolutely. Years ago. Oh, God, damn.
So,
I'll pay for that. I'll pay for that.
I'll pay for that.
Yeah. I mean, Mike Tyson can give him a run now, and I just don't think Mike Tyson can take a punch from him because he's 50 years old.
That's true.
But
no. All right, no way.
But I mean, yeah. So I was glad when the Gypsy King, beat him because he can box. I like to see somebody that actually has skill. I just don't. It's like me. Why I don't like Westbrook. Westbrook is athletic. You can't. That's something you can't develop. That's something you can't coach. That's not something you can't learn. So I can't like somebody just because you're good because God made you fast. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like,
that's my issue with Greek Freak. He made him big and stronger than everybody else. I got it.
If you take the athleticism away, would he be in the league? No.
Yeah.
So I mean, but to answer the question, I can understand. I mean, it's smart for Floyd Mayweather. Just like I think the reason why he did not let that man fall, he might have impressed Floyd Mayweather. I like, man, I thought I was gonna knock this dude out in 4 rounds, and I didn't. Now it's really nothing to gain. We're both getting paid the same amount. There's no winner. This guy might really pursue boxing. Maybe Floyd thought this dude could actually, have a short career in boxing. Let me not embarrass him. Secondly, me knocking this dude out is going to make everybody else be like, well, you know what? We ain't going to fight Floyd Mayweather for this money no more because I'm just going to go in there and get iced. This man was six inches taller, 50 pounds heavier, and he iced him. So if I go in here, Nate Robinson, I'm just going to be snoozing.
Yep.
So Floyd was like, I can't ruin my money because I might be able to do this another time or two. But you can't blame anybody for this. You have to blame Conor McGregor. Conor McGregor. Hey, look, that's why. Hey, I just let you keep posting Sean's stuff, and I keep overlooking it. I'm not gonna get into that. Mike Tyson will put that man in the hospital. Mike Tyson will give him a run now. Yeah, but anyway, neither here nor there. You got to blame Conor McGregor. When people see Conor McGregor get $100 million to switch over, everybody's gonna try it. That's what started this all. And I mean, I just don't. to me, all publicity is good publicity, like Floyd Mayweather says. Whether you
Yeah.
hating on me, my
Yeah.
bank account keeps growing, you keeping me relevant, and it's kind of keeping a spotlight on boxing, honestly, because you still watched it. You hated it, you mad. Why I do this? I never cared. I'm not paying $50 for it. Sometimes, like my boy said, you gotta say stuff out loud.
Yeah.
If you say this out loud, I'm about to pay $50 to watch
Exactly.
50-0 Floyd Mayweather, arguably one of the
Against.
best boxers of all time, to watch a dude that eats Legos on YouTube and he got some publicity for it. Fight Floyd Mayweather. That's what I'm about to pay $50 for.
No.
If
Hey,
you pay
Floyd
$50
Mayweather.
for it, you are the problem. It's not Floyd Mayweather.
I
It's
get it.
you.
I
Hey,
get
You know what I
Floyd
mean?
had a
So
comment. He had a quote that said he is a legal bank robber for taking all these fights and getting paid big money for them. He
Bruh.
said he is a
Right.
legal bank robber.
He got paid millions of dollars to practice. To practice.
Literally, he was sparring.
To
That's
practice.
pretty much what that was,
Like,
Ralph. You're
come on,
absolutely
bro.
right.
I mean,
I don't get it, bro.
People are
you
gonna
break
keep
it
paying
down.
for it.
We out here working our tails off every day going
Absolutely, bro.
Yeah.
We'll never make that money
Look.
that he making, and he got paid to do
Like
absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
I-
bro.
So
I said it.
Nothing.
I blame.
This is the
So I
era
blame.
where you can do bulls and get paid for it.
You're right.
You can have a
100%.
OnlyFans
Right.
and do stuff
100%.
that women's been doing in privacy for 30 years and make $150,000 a year. You
Absolutely.
can get on YouTube and fight one of the goats. So I tell anybody, if you want to do something, get
Do
some
it.
publicity and go do it.
Do
You
it,
can get
bro.
paid.
Right.
And here's my point. I blame the consumer because your
Yes,
dumbass
sir.
people keep supporting
Yep.
stupid stuff.
They
That's
keep
why I
paying for it.
comment because I can't believe you dumbass people went out
Yeah.
there and paid $50 to watch stupidity.
Hey, legend.
Right.
Thanks for speaking the truth, my brother.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
thank
just
you.
I can't
Thank you for
believe
saying it exactly the way you said it.
Yeah, it
Like, it just makes no
sense.
sense,
It
bro.
makes no sense. I mean, we gonna hold up. Even though there's no money to them, we gonna fly. Did you see Matt Barnes and Steven Jackson?
Kwame
I mean,
Brown.
all the celebrities was out.
All
the
the celebrities.
celebrities. Everybody
they
was
paying
going.
top dollar.
Come
They paying
on,
top
dog.
dollars to go sit here and sit ringside to watch.
Outside too.
Well-
They were sitting outside, by the way.
Wait a
Sean,
minute.
we
What
don't
is
wanna hear
Sean
it.
talking about?
Sean, we don't want to hear it. Don't waste your time.
One
brother.
day-
My dude said Mike Tyson is the most overrated fighter of all time.
Yeah, you gotta bring him on, man. I need to
Do
hear
you
this.
think that
I need to hear
Deontay Wilder is good?
You
I
know
think
what?
he's
Hold
good.
on, Daniel. I'm gonna go back to something you just said. If you want to be famous, just put it out there, get some publicity, and there it is. There it is. That's the publicity right
You
there.
said
Right there.
Gert wants to be famous.
Yeah, Sean want to bring famous, so bring his ass on here so we can light his ass on fire.
He's
Oh,
pulling
my
the Skip Bayless route.
Yeah, he
Hey,
is.
shout out to Chad.
Hey, whoa. Talking about my dad like that.
I like Drip Bayless, but he says some crazy stuff for ratings. But
He
shout out
does.
to Chad Johnson, man. Shout out to Chad Johnson.
That's my guy, bro.
I heard that Terrence Charlo trainer trained him, and you could tell he looked pretty good. He needs to work on his footwork. Outside of that, he looked pretty good.
All right.
Yeah,
Chad
he looked
Johnson, Nate Robinson. If y'all want to box,
Oh.
the first thing you got to do is put your hands up. You can swing as much as you want, but put your hands up, man.
I got
Right.
backs to back.
Lord.
Hey, can we change the subject? What we got next, Q? What we got
I
next?
don't know, man. This guy Sean's got me flabbergasted.
Yeah,
right
I don't even
now.
want to talk about this no more.
The most overrated boxer of all time, and he got facts to back it up. Okay, Sean, we gonna have to chat offline because I got to hear this shit.
Nah,
But anyway,
let's talk
Yeah.
about it in the group. We talk about it. Put it in the
but
Facebook
anyway,
group.
Hey,
go ahead.
Sean, did they breathalyze y'all referee?
Wow.
They just announced Tom Thibodeau got Coach of the Year. Wow.
What?
Tom
I
Thibodeau.
get it. But I just think,
Over Quinn Snyder?
yeah, that's what I said. The Jazz, he deserves it. I
Over
said
Monty
that.
Williams?
I was gonna say you could give it to Monty Williams, you can give it to Quinn Snyder. Like
It has
I'm
to be
watching
one
it
of
right
those two.
You know
now.
what?
it was
Look,
more
I'm watching
deserving
it right
coaches
now.
than that.
That's
Yeah, it was way more.
I ain't gonna hate.
But the Knicks had
I
a
like
good
Tom
season, though,
Thibodeau.
man. The Knicks had a decent season, so.
They
I
did,
don't
but the
give a
Jazz
damn
had the
what
number
they
one
had.
seed.
You
though.
can't
And
get
Donovan
I
Mitchell
know.
missed the last month of the season.
I know.
You know what?
I agree with y'all.
The
The Knicks
Utah
didn't have no stars,
best
though.
record in the league.
And
Knicks didn't have
Donovan
no
Mitchell missed the
stars,
last month of the season.
I think Melo's making a good point right now. The Knicks
The
had no
Knicks didn't have
stars.
no stars,
No stars.
I
so
don't
it's
give a
kind of
damn what
impressive.
they had.
But they had an all-star at least, though. They had an
Them
all-star
boys
player at
got the
least.
best
Yeah, but he had to
record in
make the
league.
All-Star team. He had a good season, so he
Technically.
had to make an All-Star.
He
but
wasn't one before.
he wasn't a
He
star,
wasn't one
All-Star
before,
before that. So yeah,
No.
What?
No.
Wait a minute. So now we're gonna change the rules.
but
Because historically,
Yeah.
if you got the best record in the league, you're gonna get coach of the year. But now we're gonna change the rules because
They
didn't
changed
have
the
a
rule for
star.
Westbrook. Westbrook had one of the worst records, and he won the MVP.
true. But he
I
had
don't know what
should
he
not have
averaged
won
a
it that
triple
year.
double for a season, bro.
He
That-
triple
that's-
James
double.
Harden should have won it that
saying,
year.
I get
They
why you
carried
said
the
that.
weight.
I get it.
But I hear you. That's a valid point.
I like
Like,
you
Thibodeau
right.
though. He's the Bill Belichick of the NBA. I like him. He's all right.
Hey, Melo, you right, though. Greek Freak should give both his MVPs back. Should give both of them to James Harden.
Oh yeah, they robbed my guy. But you know what? I have a tendency to like players to get robbed for MVPs. I mean, Kobe Bryant. So man, it is what it is.
Yep.
Oh Lord.
I'm a James
Oh,
Harden guy.
Kawhi
I know we had a little
Great
discussion
point,
last
Melo.
night.
That's a great point.
Kawhi Leonard is still playing with the Los Angeles whatchamacallits. The Los Angeles Bills. So, anyways,
Who came up with this dumbass topic?
are the whatchamacallits are they the favorites to come out of the West? Ralph, go ahead.
First and foremost, nah,
My guy, Rob.
I'll leave it alone.
No.
No.
Don't say
Go
it.
back.
No,
we
don't
out,
say
we
it.
out here now, Ralph. You out here.
Reverse.
Let's go. Let's go.
I mean,
My guy.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. You're damn right.
So they the
No.
favorites to come out the West. Okay. All
No.
right. You wrong in the motherfucker though. But go ahead. But that's cool though.
That's all I got to say. Hell yeah.
Hot dog.
Yeah,
I
nah.
like the hint.
This is going to be my last topic, and I got to get out of here. I done
Go ahead.
told y'all. The Jazz in 6. Donovan Mitchell going to wipe the floor with them like he did the Memphis Grizzlies. Too much shit going on in the Utah Jazz. The Jazz win in 6. They are not going anywhere. The only thing they're doing right now is getting more money in the Staples Center. That's all they
Did you
doing.
say they had a shooting in Utah?
This guy.
There was a wild buck out there.
I am
I'm with-
not
I'm
even
with
going
you.
to acknowledge that.
I'm with you, hot dog, man.
Thank you,
The,
Q.
the Los Angeles whatchamacallits are not the favorites to come out of the West. No, they're not. They're just simply
No.
not. I don't care.
No.
And B
Who
Legend,
is?
I told them earlier before Hot Dog get out of here. I told them earlier before you came on, and you will understand this more than anybody. This whole show, I am picking primarily with my heart. I am not using no basketball knowledge. I will admit that on this show today. There's no logic, there's no knowledge, there's no stats, no facts. I'm doing strictly from my heart because I don't want the Clippers out. To me, I hope everybody loses. To be goddamn matter of fact, I hope they come up with another COVID and they shut the damn shit down and nobody wins.
He said, damn the
Oh.
NBA Finals. Damn it.
No more COVID. No.
That's how I feel. But anyways, now
Hey,
I don't
come
want.
on.
I
Don't
want
be
the
that
Clippers
bitter,
to win.
bro.
I don't want the Nets. I damn sure don't want the Nets to win. Lord, I don't hope they don't win. But
Oh.
as far as coming
Lord,
out
I
of the
don't want
West,
that either.
as far as coming out of the West, nah. Let me get the Utah Jazz. B, go ahead, man. Clippers are favorites to come out the West.
Well, from a basketball perspective,
Say something, legend.
I'm not gonna speak with my heart. I'm gonna speak with facts.
Mm-hmm.
From a basketball perspective, I think that you all are forgetting about that MVP out there in Denver. But I don't think they got enough horses.
Exactly.
I think they gonna stall out. Phoenix, I mean, I ain't a big Phoenix fan. I just don't think they got it either. Chris Paul, great leader, but I don't think it happens for them.
So that leaves two teams.
So, I think it'll be a competitive series. I think Zubac will get more run in this series. I think DeMarcus will get more run in this series. I think it's something really interesting, though, when you look at the Clippers. I was shocked to see that, they benched Rondo for Reggie Jackson, which I guess was a good move.
You need to.
Yep. He wasn't playing well.
But, we will see. But, the Clippers are probably the most talented team. But I can't – and I'm speaking strictly from a basketball perspective. I don't see – that shit that Paul just – I'm sorry. those things that Paul George does, how that bully ball and going to the rim and thinking Rudy Gobert going to erase a lot of that. A lot of that stuff going to go away. So, but the thing about them, the Clippers, is that they shoot well from the three. As long as, if we can get Pat Beverly back on the floor,
No, we don't need him out there.
Don't worry about it.
He
be out there.
If we can get him back on the floor, Utah's in a great position to win.
I think they're gonna let him go tomorrow. I think I heard news.
Yeah, because he's trapped. But no, I think Utah, it's gonna be raining threes in this series. I think it's gonna be raining threes. I think that they're going to expose the Clippers for that pick and roll defense as well. So it'll be interesting, but I'm still going with Utah, man. I mean, I'm just picking strictly from a basketball perspective. I think the Clippers are more talented. I think Utah wins that series.
Hey, yo, Daniel, what you thinking down there?
Yeah. I'm about to, before Daniel goes, I'm about to start a campaign. Start Pat Bev. But go ahead, Daniel. Start Pat Bev.
I mean, I think Pat Bev will get some burn in this series just for fouls. You know what I mean? Maybe he gets 2 steals and some fouls, but he won't play long. He might play 12 minutes a game. I think Ty Lue's smart enough to realize, which I'm proud. I'm happy for Ty Lue. I'm glad that he advanced around so that way people can't say he just got a coaching job and he was only good because of LeBron. But I think Pat Bev will play.
He ain't won nothing, did he?
He ain't won nothing.
But he made some major adjustments.
If he gets another job, and he just loses in the first round, he did a hell of a job to be down 0-2 and come back.
Absolutely.
I put down Rick Carlisle though. Not to digress, but I do. I mean,
he took Zubac out. He took Pat Beverly out.
No
he took Rondo out. But
that was common sense. You would have did that route.
But that was adjustments. You know what I'm saying? That you have to give him credit for that.
And you would have did that. You ain't had to get paid no money to do that.
Hey, man, that's part of it, man. Frank Vogel didn't make no adjustments.
But see, that's what makes a bad coach. A bad coach is a guy that can't make the adjustments that somebody on the couch can see. So we got to give him credit for doing it.
Absolutely.
But that's neither here nor there. But I think Donovan Mitchell will average about somewhere around 30. I expect that. He seems to elevate his game. But I still don't see anybody being able to stop Kawhi and Paul George. They don't have any defensive wings. Jordan Clarkson will probably do his thing. But like I said, they'll play Rondo. They'll play Beverly a little bit. Rondo might play 18 minutes a game. Beverly might play 12. The crunch time, neither one of them be in. It'll be Reggie Jackson. Just because they're going to have to score. Because 5 or 6 people, everybody but Gobert on the Jazz can shoot threes. But I just don't see it, man. Gobert, he's going to do what he does. He's going to get you about 16 to 20 points. He's going to get you about 11 rebounds. But I just don't see it. They don't have nobody to guard Kawhi.
Daniel,
the Clippers. Come on over, Daniel. The Clippers are the favorites to come.
When you don't have bro, look, it's the thing. If Paul George can just do what he did last series, which was easy. Let me get my little 20. Let me get 10, 8 rebounds or 8 assists.
Play some defense.
Get 7 rebounds. Play some defense. Kawhi is gonna go for 30, 40.
Come on.
I won't go for 30, 40 every game. It will not happen.
No,
he will. Kawhi's gonna have his off games.
You know that.
He will do it 4 out of 6 games though.
I don't even think he's gonna do it then.
That's all we need.
I would predict that the Clippers will be down 0-2 again.
No.
I would take that bet if I was in Vegas.
Sounds like a Lakers fan to me.
No.
Hold on. Do you know if they're going to have a capacity arena, like full to capacity? Is anybody know?
I think so.
Utah.
I think so, bro.
It'll at least be 10,000 people there.
I think so. They're gonna be rocking. They're gonna be rocking. Yeah.
I'm telling you right now.
And them Utah fans are brutal too.
And I'm telling you, don't be surprised. This is strictly basketball. This ain't personal. Don't be surprised if they come out of Utah down 0-2.
What you drinking on?
I see 1-1. I see it 1-1
It's
coming out of Utah.
It's tough to play. It's tough to play in Utah. It's tough to play at that altitude, and it's also tough to play at that crowd in that arena.
That crowd is tough. Yeah, I agree.
And and they weak, man. They ain't got no. I mean, the strongest mental person they got on that squad is Kawhi. The rest of them are just trash.
I say Boogie.
Who?
Boogie.
Boogie ain't playing.
Hey, you said the strongest mentally person on that team is Boogie. I ain't say he was playing.
Yeah, he probably is, but he ain't playing.
No, he ain't
I
playing.
think they found out. I think there's two things that I saw in the last series. One, they found their identity in the middle of a series because, like I said, last year they didn't have chemistry. This year they had some chemistry. Then they started resting players. I don't know why to get that matchup that was bad for them. But I just think coming back 0-2 against an offensively talented team like that, I just think.
Whoa. But D, hold on. In all respect, was Dallas really that offensively talented?
They were the most
They were.
offensively efficient team in the NBA history.
Okay. All right, I'm just
Yeah.
asking.
So
NBA
you
history.
down 0-2. This is like I said. This is why that was impressive. You were down 0-2 and you were headed to Dallas to play against their fans against the most efficient team, and you came back and won the series. So that's impressive. So I think they found something in themselves. You know what I mean? I think they found something.
I think it's really not even that the Clippers found their identity. I just think Kawhi just was more aggressive and said,
Absolutely.
you know what?
I think it is. I think it's Kawhi.
I think Kawhi just said, you know what, damn this. And he adopted the same mindset that Dame has, that Luka has, which if we lose, I'm gonna go down swinging. I'm gonna have my 40 whatever points, and if we lose, we lose, but we ain't great losing. I score 22 points, and I'm gonna get all the blame.
Like last year,
like last. So I think it was just he became more aggressive.
I agree. I mean, if y'all just think about it and you watch those games, if Kawhi don't go off like he did, do they
lose? No, not at all. Not at all.
Kawhi was the one reason they won those games.
But that's
in
what
Game 6, I give you that. In Game 6, I give you that.
Oh yeah, Kawhi played his ass off in Game 6, bro. That was like the.
But it was dumb. Why would you go to a zone and you got one of the best mid-range shooters in the game?
Correct.
That was just dumb.
That was just dumb. And the other
Rick Carlisle just out there guessing.
He never did anything to get the ball out of his hands. It was
Nope.
Bro, he could just go sit at the free throw line and wait.
But hold on, B. Even when they did that, because they did trap him a couple of times, he ran over to the person he passed the ball to and got the ball right back. So
that's fine. I'm gonna bring somebody else at you.
No, that's what I'm saying. That's on Rick Carlisle, because even when Kawhi got the ball back again, like they didn't send another trap, they didn't double.
You're exactly correct.
And then it's like
that's why I give the Lakers credit, because some stuff that's common sense to us, some coaches just won't do. The Lakers is like, we're going to get the ball out of James Harden's hand. We're going to get the ball out of Damian Lillard's hand. We're going to try to get the ball out of Devin Booker's hand. So he can just shoot. He can just shoot from 35 feet. But I watched even Tyronn Lue for 2 or 3 games was like, all right, we just got to get the ball out of Luka's hands in this third and fourth quarter. But some coaches just like, we just going to let Kawhi do his thing. We're just gonna let LeBron do his thing. I'm like, this just don't make no sense.
You can't do that.
I honestly feel like the Dallas could have got away with it if they just had one more person that was putting up numbers like Luka, man. They could have got away with the same defense they were playing. Luka just didn't. I know you said, Daniel, they had help because they still put up numbers. Then like the Clippers blew them out, but I don't know. I just feel like Luka didn't have no help, man. He was playing.
Luka's thing at this point. Luka has to learn how to play off ball. Luka wants the ball in his hand every possession. He got to learn how to play off ball. And I think actually he probably be a little bit better off ball, because then the defense can't get set. He can attack the defense from all different angles.
That's true. That's true.
I think he would actually be better off ball, but Luka just, man. And again, I say this in the group on the Beyond the Game group page. Rick Carlisle, Kristaps, and Luka got to sit down and have that uncomfortable conversation. Like, now you're doing too much. You need to scale it back. Well, if I'm Kristaps, well, you need to get me more involved in the offense. Like, they need to have that conversation, or else we're gonna be right back here next year's playoffs having the same damn conversation.
And they stuck with kind of each other right now, so they got to kind of.
It's hard though.
They got to figure it out.
It's hard because you can't really make Kristaps go to the block. He don't have post moves, and he can't take the contact. The man's kind of skinny.
At least hit the mid range. Don't keep shooting threes.
He's Anthony Davis. He's got to. This is my thing. If that's how you have to play to stay on the court, go holler at Melo. Work on your high post game. Give me some triple threats. Give me some grab threats, because just turning and shooting. I mean, I get it. You are 7'3" or 7'3", whatever. Yeah. You should be able to just shoot, but
see, that goes back to Rick Carlisle, though, man. Because Rick Carlisle should draw up some sets to where he can get Kristaps on some mismatches, and he could take advantage of his height instead of just having him just
man,
poke around on the perimeter and be like, I ain't get the ball. Well, like, we need to, man. That's the one thing I do like about LeBron. Not to bring this up, is that LeBron he'll be like, okay, look, we need to get AD some touches. Like, we need to get him involved in the game. Luka's like, nah, bro, get it off the glass. I'm putting this up. Get it how you live, bro.
Think about it too. Luka's young, man. So Luka still has some growth.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying? He's a great player, but he still has to grow a lot. LeBron's IQ is just through the roof, though, man. You got to give LeBron credit. Give him his flowers. His basketball IQ is just better. He understands the game.
But it's simple though, Ralph. If I got a running mate, I gotta make sure he's involved. I gotta make sure he's good too. You know what I'm saying?
Luka's but you know how many times we can say it's simple, like just do this. You know what I'm saying? But honestly, it ain't that simple. It's like rocket science out there.
Hey, Ralph. You know how to throw a chest pass?
Yes, sir.
It's that damn simple. Throw Kristaps Porzingis a chest pass and tell him go get a bucket. Do what you do, bro.
We saying the same thing. It's just I don't understand it.
Tim Hardaway. I like Tim Hardaway Jr.'s game, man. It's just
not consistent, man.
He's another guy. He's a J.R. Smith type guy. It's
yes, sir.
Yeah, he can give me 28, but it's just like all he wants to do is shoot damn jump shot.
That's it, bro.
I mean, and when he goes to the rim, he's by. Yeah. He's blow by when he goes to the rim, but he just wants to shoot jumpers. So I mean, you got to get somebody that's willing to get it in the paint.
But anyways, last topic of the day, quick hitters. We got a game tonight that's really important, which is game 2 of the Brooklyn Nets and the Milwaukee Bucks. Ralph, who comes up victorious, and is this a must win for the Bucks?
The Nets.
My brother.
I hate you, Ralph. I do. I hate you so much. I do, man. Not Daniel B. Who wins game 2 tonight, and is this a must win for the Bucks?
The Bucks.
Yeah. You bring it to my eye. You bring it to my eye right now, boy.
Easy call tonight. Easy call.
Easy.
The Bucks will win game 2 and 3.
Unless Kyrie got a head case or something going on.
Well, Kyrie already got a head case.
Daniel, I don't even know if I should ask you, Daniel. But go ahead, man. Milwaukee win game 2.
Not with your heart.
This is a must win for Milwaukee. It is not. Because if they don't, James Harden will be back by game 4.
He ain't coming back. He ain't coming back. They over there all sad. They over there dropping tears.
I know you gotta spare $5 to $10. Make that prop bet when James Harden come back. I guarantee you I'll win you some money. But anyway.
Hello.
I'm going to say Blake Griffin scales it back a little bit. But he's still gonna have a double-double. But I think we're gonna get TVT / Phoenix Suns Summer League Mike James, my guy. It's a dog.
Hello.
If we get that Nets, I'm going with the Nets. He's got to stop being passive and go do his thing.
You would do all that. You knew you was going with the Nets.
I thought he was going to surprise me and say they was going to split. I was like, okay, Daniel's he's picking with okay, but no, the hell with that.
How many games did Giannis? How many points did Giannis have last game?
I think he had 32 or 34. One of the two.
It don't matter.
He ain't gonna do much better than that. So it's got to be Middleton or somebody to step up.
Yeah.
They're gonna win. Brooklyn, Bucks gonna win 2 and 3, man.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, be legend, man.
Why y'all believe in the Bucks? They let y'all down every year.
Every year.
Hold on, well, who's y'all? I mean, you just asked me my opinion. Y'all, I mean, I'm not a Bucks fan.
You would think y'all learned by now.
Huh?
Well, hold on now, Daniel. Before we get out of here, Paul George left everybody down, but you still ride with your boy Paul George.
I'm not. Look, I'm only reason why I'm rolling with him is because now the West is super wide open. I'm with Charles. The Suns are an interesting team because they shoot so well and they play good team defense, but I just don't believe in them. Just like Utah is Gonzaga. Until they win, I can't believe in them. And I mean, the Clippers, they just look like they got the best team left in the West.
It's like the favorites in the West to me.
I do like Denver, but I don't like Jamal Murray like that. But without Jamal Murray, bro, I just think they took it's a little bit more open. It's a little bit more open.
Hey, I hope the Clippers do get the Nuggets in the next round so they can get that payback. You know,
that's what I was getting ready to ask y'all real quick. Denver and the Suns play game 1 tonight. Ralph, who wins game 1?
I honestly think that the Nuggets will win game. I think that the Nuggets will win game 1, but I think the Suns will win the series.
Oh my God, you disrespectful. Let's get off.
So, B, go ahead, Phil. Go ahead, piggyback off of that. Who you get tonight, game one?
Man,
it's all about the Nuggets, man.
Oh, B. I thought you said D. My bad, G.
Oh no, the Nuggets, man. Nuggets.
Nuggets win game one?
Nuggets win.
Damn.
I'm rolling with Phoenix.
I am too, bro. I'm going with Phoenix game one, man.
Unless Devin Booker, you know, I don't know what's wrong with that guy.
I think
talks shit
they
to
on
him.
emotional high. They beat the champs.
Absolutely.
Even the champs was down. I think they're on emotional high.
Absolutely.
And Book gonna come out. Either he gonna be hot or he gonna be trying too much. Chris Paul gonna be trying to run the situation. Somebody gonna body him up, get him on out the way.
No.
Yeah, Chris Paul's a small injury away from not being a factor.
Get him on out the way. If he ain't healthy the whole series, they're not gonna win.
They're in trouble.
And they got Aiden. I mean, he played a great series against the Lakers.
Yeah,
man.
he did.
But you got the MVP.
Jokic.
He playing.
That'll be a nice matchup. Aiden and the
he playing against the MVP, and I think
Jokic
that
can't do nothing with him.
No, he really can't.
And I think that Joe could probably get him in foul trouble. Once you get him off the floor, then who you gonna bring in? Frank
Kaminsky, baby.
They in trouble.
They'll bring in Dario. They'll bring in Dario Saric before.
Okay, that's even better.
They in trouble.
Yeah,
we ain't worried about this. We got this. We ain't worried about it.
I gotta see what Devin Booker pulls up to the game in. If he pulls up in that 85 cut dog, it's a wrap.
It's a wrap.
He pulled up to the game in the 85 color.
Come on, man.
Yes, sir.
Booker got swag, man. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's that Mississippi in him. You know what I'm saying?
And he bent the corner like somebody owed him money.
Come on.
But when he played like somebody owed him money too.
He got that car when he was here at UK.
I didn't see that one, D. I gotta find that clip.
Hey, my dog ran over the curb to the arena like he was in the hood.
He's a boss, bro. That's what bosses do.
You just on this jock because he's from Kentucky, Ralph. Be quiet.
Hey, man, he's a great basketball player.
He's decent.
And he had that 5% tint.
He's good.
He said he had 5% tint.
And he had 5% tint.
He's a drug dealer.
He was. He pulled up like a drug dealer for real. I said, all right, that's 50.
Hey, man, right now, Devin Booker got it. He pulled up and he was slanging them things out there. So,
we're
going to see if he's slanging tonight because I got the Joker tonight.
He will. Devin Booker ends tonight with 27, 5, and 3. 27 points, 5 rebounds.
He's going to get his points regardless.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And the W. Okay. And W. But we're going to get him up out here.
Make sure y'all watch that touch line tonight.
I'm going to.
Make sure y'all do that. We're great getting up out here. Appreciate everybody who tuned in. If you want to watch previous shows, you can always catch it on the YouTube channel or you can catch it on all major podcast streaming platforms. Sean just said that he posted that Mike Tyson is overrated in the group. So get in the Beyond the Game group. And
I'm about to say something about that.
I refuse to indulge in that argument.
I refuse to comment.
I refuse to get involved in that. But anyways, if you don't argue with that with Sean, go ahead, have at it. Somebody said his predictions and stuff is about as worse as his referee calling. But we can get up out of here. We appreciate everybody tuning in.
I concur.
We want you to treat somebody how you want somebody to treat your mom. We'll up out this thing. Peace.
Y'all be easy, man.